morning for everyone. I'm going to show you in this video how can we control the process using Minitab. So I'm going to interested only for p-chart and u-chart. P-chart and u-chart are for they are for attributes. So, but there is more than cases interest amount of p-chart and u-chart. The first one, the first step, I'm going to upload my data in Minitab, and I'm going to choose this one. Okay, see, he give me the data here. I'm going to say okay. That's my data. So in the first time we have the symbols are equal. As you see here, we are 15 observation in each sample. The first sample, the second sample, the third sample, until the 21 sample. So how can we do p-chart? We just go to start and choose attribute chart and go to p-chart. He in this time I'm going to put my variables in each place for the variables and the sample size group, the subgroup in the size, and I say okay. So as we see here, we have we have my chart. We have my control limit, the upper control limit, and the p bar and the lower control limit. Remember, p chart it gives the proportion of the defects as we see here, 0.3747, and the lower is 0.0329. So that's the method. How can we do p-chart when the samples are equal? It's very easy. But when the samples are not equal, there is more than method to do that. I'm going to upload my new data. Yes, that's variables, and I say okay. So look here at the data. We have the data are moving. I have here 15, 54, 50, 58, etc. So how can we do p-chart? There is three methods, but I'm going to address only two methods. The first one is with control limit. With control limit, that means he give me the control limit of each sample, and the second method is using the average of the sample. So I'm going to begin with the first one. So I give to start and control and attribute and p-chart. So in this time I'm going to choose the defects on the variable and the samples on the subgroup size, and I say okay. Look here, he give me the p-chart, the control, the upper control limit and the lower control limit and the p-bar, but as you see here, the size of the samples are not equal. I have this line is not directly like the p-bar, for example. So that's the method, but the process is in control. There is no point over or upper or down the control limits. But the second method to do that is to use the average of the samples. So I'm going first to calculate the average of the samples, basic statistic, and then go here and I choose the sample. I'm interested in the sample now. I choose the samples and go to statistics and choose the mean. I choose the mean. Yes. Okay. I get the sample. It's 15.578. I'm going to approach it to 51. I don't say use this number. I must approach it. So I'm going to start and control limit, attribute, and p-chart. But in this time, I don't use the sample as it, but I go to p-chart option and I try limits and I try this one. For example, I say 51 because I approach it par excès. Okay, and I say okay too. I have my control limits. This time, as you see here, the control limits are like this, and they have the upper control limits and lower control limits and lower control limits and p-bar. That's the method which use it to use or to draw the p chart in Minitab. I'm going to go to our studio and to do the same work. The same work. First, I'm going to upload my data and from my desktop I have the data. As you see here, the first data is it's equal 15. I had just my head of data and okay. The first one, the first step to do it in our city, I say recur. As I just do it, I need to upload the QCC package. Okay, okay, and after I'm going to use the package QCC to do my data equal data, because I name my data as is it. The type it's p chart, and the size it's equal to 15. As you see here, I determined all the variables in my data. QCC data is my data, is which it's this one when the samples are equal. The chart, it will be p chart, and the size equal 15. Like as you see here, the size is 15. The tip, yes, I do a mistake here because I'm not interested to plot the samples or the defects with now determinate the data. Okay, my data is not data, it's data. Yes, it's data dollar QCC. I'm going to repeat the QCC data equal data dollar def, yes, tip equal p, and size equal 15. So as we see here, we are recur QCC, and the second time I'm going to use my def variables. So I choose data dollar def, tip is p, and size is equal 15, and I get my data here. I get my chart here. It is the same when we need to do with u-cahart and np chart and t chart. So that's the method we can do it with. In the second time, I upload my new data. It's data 1 when the size are not equal. As you see here, 20, 52, 15, 53, etc. So I need to attach and name is my data. And in the second time, I will do the same work, but in this time, the size is equal to 50. I am not determining the size. I say it. The size is the data dollar sample. I must do this. I must determine the size. The size in this time is the samples. But the numeric var of samples. So I say data 1. It's my data, and dollar samples. Okay, and I do it, and I get my chart like this. Thank you for watching, and that's all for today. Thank you very much.